For more than 2 decades, 34-year-old Christine Sheets was a prisoner of epilepsy and grand mal seizures.
The condition absolutely controlled my life. I couldn't even be left alone when I was a young adult because it was too dangerous.
The seizures started when Christine was 2, after a photo shoot with her sitting on a horse went terribly wrong.
The flash on the camera spooked the horse bucked me off, and I ended up falling and hitting my head.
Shortly after that, Christine had her first grand mal seizure.
Doctors told my parents that through the results of the tests that they ran that I was epileptic.
Doctors tried treating Christine with anti-seizure medicines, but she couldn't tolerate them because they caused more seizures or migraine headaches. For the next 10 years, she had smaller petit mal seizures. Then, at age 13, she took a turn for the worse.
Due to my hormones, I now began having grand mal seizures, and the doctors attempted to treat me once again with medicine, and it failed.
Throughout her teens, the number and the intensity of the seizures increased. But as debilitating as the seizures and migraines were, Christine says that the abuse she endured in school made things far worse.
I was verbally abused on a daily basis. They told me I'd never get married, that no one would ever want to be friends with me, no one would ever want to be around me, and they used to call me Little Seizures Pizza.
To cope with the growing anguish inside, Christine turned to cutting.
I would just go into the bathroom and I would take a knife and I would cut myself. Sometimes it just gave me a little bit of a sense of release instead of just having it all bottled up inside of me.
On at least 2 occasions, Christine also attempted suicide.
I remember thinking, if this is what my life is going to be all about, what's the point in living?
By her 20s, Christine was totally dependent on her mother. Living with her was the only option, and her seizures were getting worse.
I was having seizures on a daily basis.
So in 2000, Christine underwent a radical surgery to remove part of the front temporal lobe from her brain. That operation, along with some new medicines, actually reduced the number of seizures she would have over the next 5 years. Unfortunately, while she was on the operating table, Christine had a stroke, which left her with some serious side effects.
Well, before I went through physical therapy, the whole entire left side of my body was partially paralyzed and I was unable to walk. And it also left me with chronic pain syndrome, which left me in absolute excruciating pain and agony basically 24/7. The stroke also cut off my peripheral vision.
Now, Christine had to spend most of her time indoors, reading, drawing, and watching TV. The 700 Club was a favorite program.
I've been watching the 700 Club for years, and there was a word of knowledge.
Someone else, you have an injury related to a horse. I don't understand what it is, but God's healing it for you.
I got a chill up my spine, and I leaped up out of my chair and started praising the Lord that I would be seizure-free.
Over the next 30 days, Christine didn't have a single seizure. Then it happened. She had another grand mal. This time, though, she chose to fight back.
I just basically fought off the lies that told me, here we go again, you're not healed, you're not free, and just chose to believe God and His truth, that by His wounds and stripes I am healed.
From that day, Christine Sheets never had another seizure. She continued taking her medicine until her doctor weaned her from it, but she's now been seizure-free for the past 7 years. And the side effects from her stroke are gone as well. While she still lives with her mom, Christine now enjoys long walks with her dog and driving, something she's always dreamed of doing.
I definitely smile while I'm driving, and being able to drive is absolutely amazing. It's just wonderful to know that I am able to go out and be by myself and just live a normal, happy, free life.
Christine recently put the finishing touches on a new book, filled with encouragement for those walking through life's trials. She has a part-time job, is an ordained minister, and loves talking with people about what God can do for them.
I believe in miracles because God has done many for me, and I know that He can and will do them for others as well.